Hello, my name is Greg Farver and I'm a member of the NBA's Team Marketing and Business Operations Department. The information included in this report is directed to our Departmental President and Chief Innovation Officer, Amy Brooks. The purpose of this report is to expand the NBA's current teams to include a new franchise in the state of Kentucky. This report focuses on the questions of 1. Why expand the NBA? 2. Why choose Louisville? And 3. How are we going to make this expansion a success? To answer question 1 of why to expand the NBA, the first reason is to simply align with the values already established by the NBA, which foster a creative atmosphere without the fear of failing. Innovation is what we do in our department, and it's what I am accepting the challenge of doing right now. The second is to broaden the NBA Cares program. The NBA Cares program is a community involvement initiative taken to give back to the communities in which the NBA has locations. Being that the NBA right now doesn't service the Kentucky area, this would create a huge opportunity going forward for the NBA as well as the Kentucky team to be included. This NBA can strengthen its brand recognition through a community that it right now no longer is expanded into, and it can showcase a larger talent pool. According to the NBA.com, there's 116 new international players exposed over the last season that come from 41 different countries. This, combined with players who do not get recognition in the G League currently, who sit in a limbo, would have opportunities to showcase their abilities to a larger NBA audience. Why Louisville is the right fit? Right now, Louisville is the right fit because it doesn't have any professional sports representation of any kind. It doesn't have NBA, doesn't have Major League Baseball, doesn't have NFL. The capacity of the town is similar to that of Oklahoma City and Portland Trailblazers, who sell out every game and have for the last 5 seasons. There's a huge passion in Kentucky for sports. Actually, in an interesting study that I do in my report, I go into a survey that Match.com did, where it said that in the state of Kentucky, people who meet on Match.com, that the word most closely shared by each party is the word basketball. Also, according to the Courier-Journal, there are 3 potential buyers for a team if they were to be viable in the Louisville market. Here are comparisons as to where Louisville would fall population-wise as other teams that exist in the NBA. And over here I have a comparison by average attendance per game, which Louisville is far succeeding and has the capacity to seat more than Chicago, who's the next closest team to meeting this attendance numbers closest to them. How to expand successfully? 1, you got to pitch it as a unification of Kentucky. Right now the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats have a very strong rivalry. The way to best fill these seats is to have them cheer for the same team. Right here we see Louisville Cardinals at 21,090 per game. That's the attendance they average per game. As the Kentucky Wildcats have 23,133 per game, which even beats Louisville and is #1 of all of college basketball as far as attendance per game. In order to broaden the range of fan base that we need, which was actually determined by a study done, says that we need to expand out of the Louisville area. We need to create a regional presence. I think the best way of doing this is to go into the town of Lexington, which houses Kentucky, into the Memorial Coliseum, which was previously Kentucky's arena, but is currently only used by the girls' basketball team. By doing this, we're going to be capitalizing on a nostalgia aspect. On an article that I'm going to bring into attention during my report, to create an emotional hook using nostalgia is critical for millennials right now. How are we going to do that? Resurrecting the Kentucky Colonels and placing them in the KFC Yum Center, which was built for the purposes of housing an NBA team, but at the time there were no potential buyers on the table. What we need to do right now is drive this nostalgia, drive this passion, and encourage the NBA to administer one more team with the Kentucky Colonels. Thank you for your time, Amy, and good luck on Friday. Bye.